Congratulations, guys. It's our last assignment. Thank you very much for participants. So we can continue. So it's the introduction part. I'm going to introduce the brief overview of the company and talk a little bit about the history of the company and some project summary. So if we will talk about the historical timeline, actually we decided to put historical timeline because first of all we wanted to explain about what kind of company, about what kind of factory we gonna talk, and we talked during the our uh, session during our assignments because they're huge background with this company. Uh, this factory was built in 1941 in Tashkent in Uzbekistan during the World War, during the Second World War. A lot of factories from the Ukraine, Belarus, Pribaltic, and Russia was moved, evacuated to the Central Asia, to the Tashkent, and there was the Soviet Union decided to build one huge factory for producing aircrafts in Tashkent in Uzbekistan. And during the World War time, from 41 to 1945, there was made more than 2,200 aircrafts. Uh, and during the 1954 till 1973, there was built more than 9,000 aircrafts and helicopters, and there was more than 15,000 employees. Also, during this time, this factory, this company, participated in airspace projects, but also a lot of people think that because of this country, Soviet Union was collapsed because in 1982, during the visit of the General Secretary of the Soviet Union, a lot of people wanted to meet with him, and after that, a metal beam fell to him, and he was injured, and a lot of people believe that after that situation, the general secretary died. So I don't know, it's me for whatever, but it's a history of that factory. And after 1991, Soviet Union was collapsed, and one huge economy was collapsed. So there was no need to keep that huge factory, and because of that, in 2010, factory was declared bankruptcy. For example, in 2010, there was produced only 4 aircrafts. That's a huge differences, like 9,000 and only 4 aircrafts. And finally, in 2020, after 10 years, the government decided to change that aircraft factory into the Techno Park. So if we will see the project summary, here we decided to put three main things. First of all, this company providing service volumes for light, food, heavy, and automotive industries. They're just fixing and repairing different kind of equipments. Also, they have a lot of production facilities projects. For example, they're producing from washing machines to, I don't know, elevators and escalators, and they're more than 45 different kind of projects. So if we will see the project details, they invested more than $1 and $2 billion 900 of them was invested for reconstruction. I'm saying reconstruction, not building, because it's almost impossible to build that kind of factory at the present time for Central Asian countries, because from Big Four companies, PwC, Ernst and Young decided to. They calculated that it the bill if the Central Asian governments want to build the same factory, it will cost more than $4 to $5 billion. So it for that reason, it's almost impossible to them to build that kind of factory. For that reason, they invest only 900 millions just for renovations, for reconstruction, and so on. For equipments, there was invested more than $300 million, and total area as 200 hectares. And now there are around 8,000 employees. If you remember, before there was 50,000 employees, but now it's 8,000 for sure. It's because of change in technologies and so on. So they don't need 50,000 employees. It's enough with 8,000 actually. And if we will see some financial results, here's the payback period of more than 9 years. It's around 10 years. It's uh, it's not bad actually. Uh, Internal rate of return is around 8%. It's post forecast. It's around the same with the payback periods for 9 years. And net profit value is more than $320 million. Also the same with the payback period for 9 years. Also, we wanted to put more indicators like uh, EBIT, EBITDA, or WACC, for example. Just we decided to put that results.
All right, guys, let's just do a quick SWOT and pestle analysis. Okay, so first we'll do strengths. We'll not go very deep into it because we have already discussed it. So let's just do few highlights. So first strength is the reduction of outflow of qualified specialists. Because like companies like Technopark will acquire the specialized workers, so they don't have to move to other countries for the employment. And the next strength is the reducing dependence on equipment supplying countries. So as we are repairing equipments and automobiles on a larger scales, so we don't have to rely as much on the other countries to supply us the equipments. And of course, it will lead to creation of additional jobs that will help the Uzbekistan to remove unemployment. Next, we have weaknesses. The first one is lack of highly qualified specialists. Yeah, so there might be some equipments that requires specialized knowledge to repair them. So at the moment, there might be a case that we don't have the qualified specialists for few equipments that are very complex in nature. And the other one is the large enterprises have their own repairing facilities. So we will have a less consumer base in the beginning because like large enterprises will offer their products with free services like repairs. So that will also be a weakness for us. Next, we'll have a weakness that is difficulty in attracting foreign companies. Now let's just move to the opportunities. So we have we'll create the training centers to increase the qualification of specialists. This will help the society and the company both because the creation of training center will help the Uzbekistan people to become more skilled, and that way companies will acquire them at higher rates. So it will help to reduce the unemployment, and at the same time it will also help to create a better human resource. Next, there is creation of research and development center, potential to manufacture equipment, and provision for repairing services for neighboring countries. Yeah, so we'll also like provide repairing services to neighboring countries so that we can have better trade relations with the other countries. That way our business will grow very on a large scale and globally. In the threats, we only have one threat, that is like most of the equipment in Uzbekistan is obsolete and outmodel, and therefore there are risks of non-profitability of repairing. Okay, now let's just do the PESTEL analysis. So the PESTEL analysis is used as a tool of situational analysis for business evaluation purposes and is one of the most used model in the evaluation of external business environment that is highly dynamic. So first is P. P for political. You already know it. So Uzbekistan has a stable political environment, but it's important to consider government regulations and policies related to automotive industry. And for the uh, economic stability, currency exchange rate, inflation rate, and growth rate in Uzbekistan will also influence and change consumer spending on repairs such as automobile or other equipment repairs. In the sociological aspects, cultural preferences and attitudes towards vehicle maintenance and repair can impact marketing strategies. In the technological aspect, advancement in automotive and equipment technology may affect the types of services and equipments needed for repairs. In the legal side, we should have compliance with the local and international regulations related to the automotive repair industry because it's crucial. And at the same time, we also should have compliance with the labor laws and other laws that are prevalent for companies. And at last, for environment, growing awareness of environmental issues may influence consumer preference for eco-friendly practices in the industry. So now we have marketing plan objectives. So the company like Technopark in Uzbekistan will have a marketing plan objectives like this one. So first one is to increase the company's market share in automobile repair industry in Uzbekistan by a specific percentage within the next year. Let's say around 30 to 50%. And will do so by implementing targeted advertising campaigns, promotionals, and loyalty programs to attract new customers and retain existing ones. Will expand the size of services offered to cater the broader customer base, and will do so by conducting market research to identify additional services in demand and develop marketing campaigns to promote new offerings. The third one is to improve the company's online presence and leverage digital media to attract and engage customers. And for this, we will optimize the company website for search engines and use social media for promotion and invest in online advertising to reach a wider audience. The fourth one is to establish partnerships with local businesses such as car dealership and auto parts stores to increase referral business. That way we can have more of the products that are under repairs. So we'll do so by networking within the local business community, attending industry events, and offer mutually beneficial partnerships to increase visibility. The last one is to educate customers about the importance of regular maintenance and preventive services. And that can be done by developing informative content through blog posts, workshops, and social media to help customers understand the value of company services beyond just the repairs.
Okay, now let's take a look at the competitive analysis. So for competitive analysis, we have two main competitors, which is UZ Auto Motors and NMMC. When it comes to UZ Auto Motors, it stands at the forefront of the Central Asian automotive industry, directly competing with Technopark, which significantly increases our levels of competition within the automotive industry. And when it comes to NMMC, in the realm of heavy industry, the Navoi Mining and Metallurgy Combinat stands as a heavyweight competitor with contributions of over 30% of profits to the Uzbek state budget. And lastly, when it comes to Technopark, which is us, it is a notable player in the competition and holds distinctive edge over its counterparts, UZ Automotors and NMMC. And in this case, we're able to compete with them because we're offering significantly more opportunities to our customers by offering them with different specialized and segmented warehouses and manufacturing plants that are able to target multiple industries at the same time, which allows us to attract more customers and be more specialized. Now, taking a look at the differentiation, positioning, and target market strategies. Right here, we are going to take a look at it through the use of product lifecycle with introductory stage, growth stage, maturity stage, and decline stage to help us understand. So in this case, we're going to have a low competition because there's pretty much not a lot of players that are working within this specific industry of repairing services. And therefore, it allows us to focus on being a pioneer in local heavy-duty machine repair services. And we could also, as a differentiator, we can utilize government support grants to attract initial clients as well. And now looking at the growth stage, we can see that it has increased competition with current players and new entrants, emphasizing building a strong brand reputation and efficient service delivery. So in this case, we can see that the competition starts to rise as they start to understand that this is a strong market and there's a lot of opportunities within the specific industry that we're trying to enter in. But when it comes to the maturity stage, we will be having a severe competition with several established players. Differentiation will come from technology adoption and customer service and operational excellence. So in this case, we're going to start focusing on the services and the products that we're providing in order to retain our customers from going to our competitors, and therefore we're going to also involve some innovation and new technology in order to attract newer customers and have a competitive edge over our competitors. And now when it comes to the decline stage, this is where we're going to be seeing smaller competition as players will exit the market, which opens the door for strategic collaborations and partnerships. And yes, in this case, we're going to be able to utilize partnerships in order to stay on the ground and continue our operations within the declining industry. Now let's move further to the 7 P's plan objectives and the marketing budget more specifically. Taking a look at this screen, you can already see that the marketing budget is at the top, which is separated by 5% for product, price, place, 50% for promotion, 15% for people, 5% for process, and 15% for partnerships. And so in this case, when it comes to product, we're going to have a special zone for industrial and commercial purposes with service support, repair shops, research and development, learning and training centers. And these are just some of the product lines that we're going to be offering to our customers in order to tailor to the bigger audience and increase our potential target market and target reach. When it comes to price, we're going to be basing it on provided services, unique requests, and in some cases, we're also going to have service packaging offerings with flexible prices for our long-term customers who would be willing to stay with us and have a specific customer loyalty program with us, and we will be offering them better opportunities from our side in order to retain them for longer and have a longer lifetime value of customer. Now, when it comes to place, we're going to be starting at rural areas of cities like Samarkand, which is the capital cities of Uzbekistan, and the largest cities of Uzbekistan. And this is going to be necessary to gain reputation and the initial reputation and market reach. It will also be adjacent to a highway so that people driving homes or people driving back in the cities will be able to see our services and our warehouses that we're offering so that it reaches larger audiences and more people would be able to see it and be aware about it. And these were also going to be separate warehouses as well. And when it comes to promotion, we're going to be working with targeted marketing campaigns, visiting industry events, and in some cases, even organizing them in order to attract more people to see our products and services. We're going to utilize online platforms, which is going to help us because it is a cost-effective way to start our marketing strategies. And we're also going to utilize collaborations with the companies within the market, such as automotive industries, This way, we will be able to get our first customers and develop a stronger brand reputation in order to promote ourselves to other players within the industry. And as we're going to be working through online platforms and collaborations, we're going to be utilizing network marketing, which is also known as the thought of mouth. No. Yes, for the use of network marketing, which is going to allow us to simply reduce our costs on promotion, as people are simply going to be talking to each other regarding our products. And therefore, we're going to be able to attract more and more users eventually and in the future. And the only concern that we're going to be facing is the thought of the unknown, because our specific services and products have never been offered previously, and therefore we're going to have to bridge through that gap of being scared to try something that has never been tried. And therefore, we're going to utilize collaborations and partnerships in order to overcome that. And when it comes to people, we're going to be hiring highly skilled technicians and engineers. And in order to retain their specialization, we're going to have training programs and customer-centric culture in order to keep our customers always satisfied with the services that we're providing. And when it comes to processing, we're going to streamline all repair services, establish quick turnaround times, which is our main goal in the beginning. And we are also going to offer trustworthy and transparent communication systems so that our customers would always know and be able to understand the status of their requests and the services that we're providing to them, and when are we going to be releasing the repaired products for them, so that it makes it very clear. And lastly, when it comes to partnerships, we're going to utilize local manufacturers as a safety net, and you're utilizing network marketing, as I mentioned previously. And also, we're going to partner with regional institutions to identify initial talent that is graduating from universities, which is going to help us get the right people to our company through internships and then potentially hiring them after that. And yes, thank you. And now we can move towards the budget and how we're going to allocate it.
So Technopark is set to distinguish itself through strategic marketing communication plan. This plan allocates resources across various marketing media channels, aiming to elevate brand visibility, establishing Technopark as a leader in the sector. So our total budget for this is $1 million. Next. So the first chunk of our budget, 300,000, will go into digital marketing campaigns. Our strategy is to utilize digital marketing channels for broad audience reach. We're talking about Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, SEO, and engage online content. Imagine ads like showcasing Technopark top-notch equipment repair service popping up as you browse online. With the digital marketing strategy, it can help highlight Technopark's comprehensive equipment repair services to their targeted audience. Next up, we're setting aside 200,000 for event sponsorship and collaborations. Will be a visible presence at the key industrial events, sponsor workshops, and form partnerships. Picture our booth at Uzbekistan Industrial Expo, proudly displaying what Technopark has to offer. This can increase visibility through event sponsorships and collaborations in the automotive industry. Next. So moving on the people side of things, we allocate $150,000 as people is the core of the success. We're investing in online recruitment platforms and training programs. Envision LinkedIn campaigns highlighting an exciting opportunity at Technopark. Network with industrial-specific forums showcasing our commitment to continuous professional development. We are not just attracting talent, but we are cultivating it. So now, imagine a road trip across Central Asia, a drive down a highway in our minds. We're allocating $100,000 from out of home advertising, strategically placing billboards to catch attention of passers-by. These billboards will not just be informative, but they will be eye-catching, showcasing Technopark's diverse services, sparkling curiosity and interest along the busy highways. Next, please. So now we are shifting gears to our online presence. We are setting aside $50,000 for online website development and social media engagement. Imagine a sleek, user-friendly website showcasing our projects and success. Our blog will be a treasure trove of industrial insights and success stories shared across platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, and establishing Technopark as a thought leader in our sector. Communication is a key. We're investing $50,000 in technology to ensure seamless interactions. Real-time updates and user-friendly consumer portal will be the heart of our service. Imagine a seamless experience for our clients, keeping them in loop of every step of the way. This isn't just repairing equipment, it's providing an experience that fosters trust and satisfaction. In conclusion, the marketing communication plan isn't just about spending a budget, it's about strategically placing Technopark's, investing in Technopark's future. We are positioning ourselves as leaders in the industrial equipment repair service of Uzbekistan, with each dollar contributing to our growth, visibility, and success. To wrap up our presentation, next, here are our references. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out, and thank you for your time and attention.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.